money.
She doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
She just can put any amount in.
Pretty much, and
That's crazy that there was.
and she's overriding it herself.
I'm basically going to be charged for fraud or assisting with fraud. Well, for self-checkout, when we do physical overrides.
Companies equip employees with security codes, keys, and insider access, but some use these privileges as their personal lockpicks to theft. What pushes these workers to steal from the very system designed to catch thieves?
But what she does is she does a refund on gas. We pull the camera, there's no customer, but she's scanning the card and she goes out with some kind of, transaction. So you needed the money, but you didn't have the money, then you loaded up. But you never informed me, did you?
No.
You have done more than 15 times.
No.
You want me to show you? Mama, I have cameras.
Here are several instances when stupid employees get arrested for stealing on the job. Starting with the case of this lady who stole $66,000 from BJ's Wholesale using coupon fraud, then ended up explaining to police exactly how she did it.
So, all these coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her.
I'm basically going to be charged for fraud or assisting with fraud.
What does he say to you when you're doing this?
He just says, hello, I'm ready for my coupons.
And what do you have to do to get a tax exempt?
I override it.
At BJ's Wholesale Club, a routine audit revealed something disturbing. Over $66,000 had vanished through suspicious coupon transactions. All signs pointed to a single employee who had perfected what she thought was a foolproof scheme.
All the receipts have similar readings, right? So there is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier. He goes particularly to self-checkout, and she's discounting all his purchases. So keep in mind, this is a $1,200 sale, and the member is paying that amount. So all these coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her. We've looked at his membership, we looked at his sales. All of these are manually entered. So she's discounting that.
So she doesn't need a manager to take that kind of amount of money.
She doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
So that's a one and only member that she does for?
Correct.
And you guys have looked through all the transactions?
Yes. There's a pattern, it's him and her, since November. And she does the exact same thing, because all the receipts show the same thing.
And at the end of the night, does someone have to tally up the coupons or anything like that? So
we no longer actually tally up the coupons, they just go automatically into a bag. It doesn't get,
so it doesn't have to match against...
goes back to white Mercedes convertible out of Palm Beach.
We don't do a physical validation.
And does she have a sign-in number to a register?
Correct, and that's her number.
The 540 number.
So in certain cases, like for this example, she's on a register.
Right.
But in some cases, majority of the time, it's at self-checkout, which has a different...
What day is this that we're looking at?
Yesterday. This is just the most recent one.
And then where's yesterday's paper?
Right here.
So does she actually have a paper coupon? Like, does he hand her paper coupons, or how?
You'll see. So what he does, he hands her coupons on the corner there. She doesn't even look at them, and she just keys in. You'll see her keying in, which you'll see when you see her keying in. This is what you're seeing. Is all this amount.
She just can put any amount in.
Pretty much, and
That's crazy that
she's overriding it herself, because you see this manager override.
Is she a manager?
No.
Does every employee have access to do that? A manager override?
Any cashier, but their ID is tied to themselves only.
Call holding for membership.
So every single time, whether it's self-checkout or at a register, that's exactly what you see. It's the exact same video that you see. It's just in different spots. She's just keying it in. So like right now, right, you see how he's handing her coupons? Look at her typing it in, right? When you see her type it in and scan, the scan is the override. So she's just keying in coupons for the guy.
What is she scanning though? Oh, like
her card
Okay.
to do the override. So you see how she just continuously key, scan. Each time she's keying and scanning, she's overriding and manually entering in a coupon.
The woman was processing fraudulent coupon overrides worth thousands of dollars multiple times a day. When loss prevention called the police, they didn't realize they were about to uncover one of the most brazen examples of employee theft, executed not through sophisticated hacking or complex schemes, but through simple coupon fraud hidden in plain sight. As she sat in the interrogation room that day, she had no idea her answers were about to become a masterclass in self-incrimination.
So, before we get started, I'm going to read you your Miranda. And you're employed here at BJ's, correct? And about how long have you been working here?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And what is your position you've primarily done here at BJ's?
I do cashiering and then I also do self-checkout.
Okay. And what does that entail?
Self-checkout is just like when they want to do their
Please don't need to call. We haven't heard anything
Okay.
back.
And what are your responsibilities with that?
just to help customers and ensure
Okay. All right.
Within moments of the first question, what began as a routine interview would expose a sophisticated fraud operation worth $66,000. The detective hadn't even started his questions when she made her first mistake.
Do you know why we're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Ten more left, 38.
Can, in your own words, explain to me why we're here.
I'm basically getting charged for fraud or assisting with fraud.
Okay. Why do you feel that? Why do you think that?
Because I helped someone basically steal from BJ's.
Her immediate admission to being charged with fraud revealed knowledge of not just minor discrepancies, but a full-scale criminal operation involving systemic coupon manipulation. A critical error in judgment that gave investigators immediate leverage. When asked about the scheme's origins, she believed a simple story would be enough.
Can you explain to me in greater detail how this is?
Oh, sorry.
Like, how long has this been going on? Like, when did this start?
I would say it started last year around November-ish. The guy approached me and asked me if I could input his coupons, and I said okay. I didn't think it would be a reoccurring thing, but it ended up being a reoccurring thing. And personally, I didn't know how to approach my managers and ask for help to ensure this customer would stay away. But
Okay, so you said back in November.
yeah, I mean around that time. I'm not 100% sure what day.
Okay, now it's 2022.
Yes.
And where were you at? The person, what's his name?
I don't even know his name.
You don't know his name?
No.
What does he look like?
White male, say around maybe his 50s, late 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, where you
His
cut out
grayish
which name
hair,
to
a
tag,
little
you
bit
just
of a
cannot in.
beard. It's much something.
Florida Yankee 39, India Echo, Y39, IIE, off Blue
Okay.
Boston.
And
Yeah, where?
so where were you at in the store when you first
I was at
approached
something like that.
him? Okay.
Her attempt to frame months of systemic theft as a one-time incident in November collapsed under its own weight. The documented pattern of $1,000 transactions multiple times per day told a very different story of calculated long-term fraud. The master of coupon fraud then proceeded to explain her expertise.
How does this happen? How does he come up to you? What takes
Well, at
place?
first he was like, my coupons are not going through, like, I need help. And I was like, okay, so I just did them because that's what I'm used to. Like, if someone has a problem with the coupon, I make sure the coupon, they have the actual physical item, and then I input the coupon.
Okay. And so what happened with this instance? That the first one back in November.
I just inputted his coupons and made sure he had the correct items, and he just told me the prices of how many coupons he had.
Okay. So he told you the prices.
Yes.
So what type of coupons were you, like, were they paper coupons you were scanning in, or how did you do it?
Well, for self-checkout, when we do over, like, physical overrides, anything over $10, we have to, make sure that they have the coupon, and we scan our override card and put it in.
Okay. And how many coupons is a person allowed to use?
I mean, I was told they can use as long as they have the physical item and the amount that you can put in.
Okay. So as long as they have the item, they can use how many coupons per item?
Yes, it's one coupon per item.
Okay. And so what? So he would just tell you how many to put in?
You tell me like how much to put in, like $90, $50.
Okay. And Did you verify that all the product was there and he had each coupon for each product?
I would look just for the product and the coupon. I didn't see how many coupons he was giving me.
You didn't verify?
No.
Okay. Did you know like that what you were doing was wrong?
I did. I just didn't know how to approach it the right way.
Okay. So how did he know when you were working to come in?
Sometimes he would walk in the front door and sometimes I'd be at the front door, so then he would wait until I was back at my, by where I was. If not, then he would be waiting by the bathroom.
Okay. Did he ever ask you for your schedule to know what days of the week you were here?
No.
Okay. Did you ever communicate with him outside of here?
No. I don't even know who he is, to be honest with you.
Okay. You never got curious and looked him up in your membership? You never looked at his membership card to see who he was? Okay.
She detailed the precise method of manipulation, bypassing system controls, manually overriding transaction limits, and deliberately circumventing verification procedures, effectively providing investigators with a step-by-step confession of her criminal methodology. What she thought was a clever routine turned out to be her undoing.
How many times do you think you've done this? Like, how often does this occur?
I mean, when I'm working, it's like at least 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
A day.
A
like
day?
when I'm working.
So he'll come in 3 times a day?
Yes, he'll come at like different separate times.
Okay. And what does he say to you when you're doing this?
He just says, hello, I'm ready for my coupons.
Okay. And he's never once offered you anything in exchange?
No.
Never... Did he ever give you any type of a gift in exchange? Just saying, hey, thanks for always helping me out? Did he ever, I mean, I'm trying to understand, like, how did he, like, know that you would be willing to do this each and every time?
I guess I just never really questioned him about it, so he always just came up to me.
And what kind of products is he buying?
Medicine, like medical, like allergy medicine, anything like that.
And is it always the same type of products?
Yes.
The repeated pattern of 2 to 3 visits per day, each involving significant fraudulent transactions, exposed not random acts of kindness, but a methodical criminal operation generating thousands in losses. Unbeknownst to her, she made what she thought was a harmless admission.
Does he say what he's doing with these products?
I think he resells them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he does.
What makes you think that?
I mean, sometimes when I'm on a register, he does tax exempt, and sometimes tax exempt, they resell the product that they buy here.
Okay.
If not, it's for his own personal use, for like his store or something like that.
Okay. And tax exempt, what does he do to do tax exempt?
It's just that he doesn't have to pay tax on stuff that he buys.
But does he show you something to do that?
No, it's already on his card.
Okay. For his membership card?
Yeah, his membership card.
Okay. And what do you have to do to get tax exempt?
I override it. I have to override the tax exempt.
And do you override it?
Yes, sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. But he shows you on his card that he's taxed.
Well, when you scan it, it will show you a prompt that says tax exempt.
Okay. And then what causes that to pop up is what I'm trying to understand is how is it entered in the system that he...
Yes, in his system underneath his membership, there's like a certain certificate that they have to bring in, that they have to put in for him to have tax exempt.
Okay. Did he ever tell you he was reselling this stuff?
Not that I know of, no.
You never recall him telling you what he did with the products?
No.
And what did you think when he was coming in 2-3 times a day?
That's what I thought, like he was reselling, so I was like, okay. Because I've seen people here multiple times out of the day, all the time.
And do you know, like, he never asked you what days you work?
No.
Okay.
But I have literally like a consistent schedule, so I'm here.
You work the same days each week? Okay, and what days are those?
Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
I mean Sunday, Tuesday. I'm off Saturday.
Okay. So walk me through exactly what took place today.
Today?
Yeah, this morning.
I mean, he came in, I know he went to membership to return something. And then maybe 20 minutes later he came back on my line and I just did what I do.
Okay, but
I
step by step, like I don't understand any of it.
I scan his card, and then I scan all of his items, and then when I'm done with that, he just tells me the prices of his coupons that he has, and then I input them.
Okay. So you don't verify that the amount he's telling you matches what the product is?
No.
Okay.
Her acknowledgement of the customer's resale operation and tax exemption abuse demonstrated her role wasn't just processing fraudulent coupons. She was knowingly facilitating a larger criminal enterprise involving product resale and tax fraud. However, the numbers told their own story.
So how much was his total today?
Like $40.
Okay. But how much was it before the override coupons?
Like 1,000 something.
Okay. Does that seem a little bit...
It does, yes.
Okay. I mean, did you realize it was wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And does he know it's wrong? Has he ever said anything to you about it?
No.
He's never made any acknowledgement about it?
No.
Okay. And so you say the amounts he does, is it usually around $1,000 or does it vary or how?
Yeah, it's around 1,200.
Okay. So if he comes in 3 times a day, each time it's around $1,000? Okay. Do you know where he's getting the coupons?
I mean, the coupons that he has are mostly BJ's coupons from like the coupon books that we have.
Okay. And what does that mean if they're BJ's coupons?
Like it's from the corporation. The corporation like gives out the coupons.
Okay. All right. And can you use that many coupons?
When you scan them, no. If you scan them, it will limit you to like how many items you have. Like
Okay.
if he has 3 items and he tries to scan 4 coupons, then that 4th coupon will.
Okay. And what happens then? So say you try to scan the 4th. What do you have to do to make, if you wanted to input that?
I have to just put it in manually.
And how do you do that?
If he's on self-checkout, then I just go all the way to the end and I scan it I scan my override card, and then I put in the price, and then it'll come off as a coupon.
Okay. And so like today, when you did an override, correct? And the amount you put in, he told you the amount to put in? Okay. All right.
But I know you said when you told him that you were just scared and you didn't know what to do. He never threatened you or anything.
I just felt uncomfortable.
You felt uncomfortable? Yeah. But when he came to your register, you pretty much know what you were going to do.
Yeah, because it's just like a routine.
It's routine. Okay. Today, when he was at your register and he's passing you the coupons, were you just putting the numbers in this time? He wasn't telling you today, though, right? Like you just knew how much to take off of the.
No, he tells me like how many. Like he'll tell me like $90, $60.
So what is he doing today on the video? He's passing you.
Yeah, like the stacks of the coupons.
And then what is he saying? 90.
Yes.
Tell me. Tell me how he does.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just stacks them and he goes 90, 60, 24 or whatever.
And what were the coupons for? Like $1 off?
Yeah, $1. Sometimes they're $7, $8.
Okay. But he was telling you today what to put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does he tell you every time what to put in?
Yes.
Her attempt to downplay transactions as $40 quickly unraveled when confronted with evidence, forcing her to admit to processing $1,000 in fraudulent coupons per visit, revealing a scheme that had cost the company over $66,000. At this point, she decided to display perhaps the most remarkable display of poor judgment.
Can I ask you one more question? Yeah. Honestly, truthfully, since we already know you've been doing it with this guy, have you done it with anybody else? Family, friends, co-workers? No? Do you know if anybody else has been doing this yet?
Not that I know.
Because I'm trying to understand how you came up with doing this so many at a time. I don't know if you saw someone else doing it, or you just did it.
I just did it.
Okay.
Did he indicate to you to do this? Did he tell you how to do this? Did he have an idea that you could do this?
No, it's like when you work self-checkout, you know what to do for certain things. For like coupons, like you have to override it, so you have to have your card to do it.
Okay. So the very first time you met him, he approached you and asked you to help him with his coupons. Did he go into detail about that, what that meant? So you just automatically started giving him the discounts? Okay. Alright.
Did you ever think that this would come back?
Yeah, I knew it was going to come back eventually, but
You still couldn't say no.
Well, what made you say yes the first time? What made you do it the first time?
the first time I thought he was just a regular customer, that he just needed help with coupons, that's all.
But why give him the extra the first time? If you did the overrides on the first transaction, the first time you did it, where you gave him, did he tell you the amounts the first time?
Yes, he always tells me.
Okay, so how did he know you would do that?
Honestly,
And what made you do it? I mean, if you didn't, that's the very first time, there's no, I mean, you could have easily said no. What made you do that? What made you feel the need to do that?
maybe just to get him out. It was probably like a busy day, and I just wanted everyone to be out.
Alright. I think that's all that I have. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that everything is true?
Yes.
Okay.
When pressed about her initial participation, she claimed she processed thousands in fraudulent coupons simply to handle a busy day. A justification that ignored months of systematic theft, the deliberate override of security measures, and her knowing participation in a resale scheme. For all her sophisticated manipulation of the coupon system, she never realized the obvious: that $66,000 in fraudulent transactions wouldn't go unnoticed forever. In the end, her reward for this impressive display of workplace theft was 3 years of probation and a $63,000 bill, proving that even the most intricate scams can't outsmart basic arithmetic. While that coupon scammer at least put some thought into her $66,000 scheme, this next genius decided to steal straight from the register while staring directly into security cameras.
But what she does is she does a refund on gas. So 200 here, she loads up, 200 gasoline right here. 9:42, 9:42 in the morning. Okay. So there's no customer standing in the front.
I don't know where I went to the gas and it wasn't a customer in front of me.
The video shows you doing it. I have 15 videos showing you doing it. And then next transaction, you cancel the gas.
On December the 2nd, 2023, Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies arrived at a 7-Eleven in response to a rather unusual theft case. Unlike typical shoplifters, this suspect was 29-year-old Cassandra Revel, an employee who thought she had discovered the perfect way to steal from her workplace without anyone noticing. The owner had begun noticing mysterious shortages in his accounts, but what he was about to discover would reveal a level of employee theft so poorly conceived that it practically documented itself.
Cash app kind of thing. Yes, it's cash app card. Okay. And then if she loads up the cash app card and she does not put the money in, I'll be cash short. Okay. I'll know it right away. Okay. But what she does is she does a refund on gas. Okay. So we will never be able to find out, because it'll be anything happens in 7-Eleven on gas goes to a credit card shortage. Okay. So it goes in a credit card shortage. I'm like, this is how the system is set up at 7-Eleven. Okay. So we were looking for where's the money in the short in the gas. Mm-hmm. We would never focus on the cash up? On the cash load, card load, and all that stuff. Okay. Till last night I was short for almost $300. Okay. So I figured out, and I went to my electronic journal, everything that we record. Mm-hmm. So I saw that this is very strange. This never happens. She loads up a card, a cash app, mm-hmm. and then immediately next transaction is $300 loads up, and then the next transaction is $300 gas refund. Okay. So that actually raised my query.
Cassandra had found the perfect loophole in the system to make her rich. Little did she know her supposedly clever scheme was leaving an obvious digital trail. Her pattern was so consistent it might as well have been a signed confession.
Because since the time she had joined, we used to be very tight. Now we are having variances like swings. Crazy, and we don't have no explanation for that. He's the manager, by the way. Oh, okay. He's helping me out with his child. It's supposed to be his day off. So, okay, gotcha. So I went up there, and we went up. I can pull up last 3 months here. Okay. So we went up there and we actually totaled up. And it's the same modus operandi, it's the same kind of card. I think that's the app she has.
Okay.
And every time she's on the shift, there is no customer. We pull the camera, there is no customer, but she's scanning the card and she goes out with some kind of, transaction.
What made the situation even more ridiculous was that she apparently never considered one crucial detail about her workplace.
So you got her on camera doing that?
Yeah, multiple times. Like $80 if she was on the shift right here, and she was doing a night shift. She's all by herself.
Okay.
There's no customer on the gas register, so $80 she loads up on a Weeder, whatever the app is. So she loads up around $80 here.
Okay.
And right here, Cassandra.
Okay.
And then she immediately does a refund.
Okay.
I think I put the wrong paper here.
How much money total would you say?
All I total up is $2,250.
$2,250?
The one we had the record for. Last 3 months.
Okay. Last 3 months.
Yeah. Sometimes she does. So
you want to get the footage. Yes.
And then, for example, 200 here.
How would I do that? How would I do that?
So 200 here she loads up. 200 gasoline right here. 942, 942.
Okay.
In the morning.
Okay.
So there's no customer standing in front. She's leaving.
Is she here now?
She's supposed to be, she's supposed to come and join us for a shift at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? Okay.
But I doubt if she's going to come in because she knows that she messed up.
She
but
might
who
not.
knows? She may not.
She might
Because she's been doing this habitually, and she's a professional, looks like.
Eventually, she showed up for work that morning. When confronted, Cassandra would make the situation even worse for herself.
Was there an issue with the gas?
No, I didn't have an issue with gas.
Nothing happened with the gas?
No, a guy came in and he was going to get gas, but then I hit cash, and then he just paid with his card.
Okay.
Other than that, I didn't have an issue.
Nothing, right? Machine all was fine, everything was fine, right? Everything was great, right?
Yeah, that I know of.
So I am almost $300 short last night.
How much?
$300.
What?
I don't know. You were working last night, right?
I worked yesterday.
Yesterday morning, right? I'm talking about morning shift. So, anything with the card load, anything that happened? You remember? Nothing?
No.
So I'm going to talk to you, alright? I'm just going to read you these real quick. I'm going to need you to tell me verbally if you understand them or not, and then I'm going to ask you a couple questions, alright?
Okay.
Any statement can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the reason I read you these because we're doing an investigation on behalf of 7-Eleven because they feel something happened between what he was just asking you about. So now I'm going to interview you and I'm going to see if you're willing to talk to me, of course, about it. You want to talk to me, knowing these rights?
I don't have nothing to say.
Okay,
We're
so
going to have to ask you some questions.
we're going to have to ask you questions, and are you willing to
questions.
answer those questions without a lawyer, or you want to?
I'm willing to answer.
Okay. All right. So basically, he called us because obviously, like you were saying, there's some money missing, some transactions that was going on while you're on shift. All right. So can you elaborate on that? What's going on with that, with those transactions that he was talking about?
Well, I'm not sure. Like I said, it wasn't nothing that really too much happened. Like I've been gone for a while, so coming back, it was like only mistake that what is it?
No, go ahead.
Only mistake that I can think of is, like when we ring up stuff and you hit cash out, then you have to redo it, like refund it or whatever the case is. But other than that, I didn't have no issues yesterday. Like, don't get me wrong. I forgot like how to do the gas thing, but even still with that, it wasn't the lady that was here. She helped me, but it wasn't nothing big.
Her explanation for being at the register alone decided to stretch credibility to its breaking point.
Explain to me how that works a little bit, the gas situation. Like, so a customer comes in and they say they want to put whatever amount of money for gas, correct? And then how does that work on your side?
Well, when they come in and get gas, like we ring it up, we hit gas sales. Sometimes moving fast and stuff like that. you know, you can either cash it out or however it go, but you also got to make sure you do it on the other side of the computer. But like I said, I didn't have no issues to where nothing came about as if it was needed, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so when I was talking to Mr. The owner, he was telling me that he has video footage, all right, of you trying to do a transaction for gas, but there is no customers at the counter on those times. So
now I know I did go in, like if it's money left on the thing, we clear it out. We hit before we close down, we hit the thing, we close it out, we come back to the register, we refund it, we put it in a brown bag. But I don't see where I went to the gas. I don't know where I went to the gas and it wasn't a customer in front of me, if that makes sense.
Elaborate a little bit on that, because I'm not.
So like you saying he showed video footage of me going to the.
Yeah, like you're in the cash register, like doing a transaction for gas, but then you cancel it out right away. But then there's money missing. Like he was saying, he was missing $300. So how does?
Like I said, I'm not sure because I didn't have no issues really too much yesterday with anything. Like I had that one incident, but not to where it had anything to do with gas or anything like that. Somebody did come in and pay, and then I made a mistake and hit cash, but I redid it to where he paid with his card, and then I remember to refund it. But other than that, I don't recall, you know, messing up or doing anything to where it would be $300 short.
Okay.
Are you being truthful?
I am.
You are being truthful?
I am.
And when it seemed her excuses couldn't get any more desperate.
Why the footage has you at the cash register by yourself scanning? Is it a phone? Because I'm trying to figure this out.
Yes.
Scanning your phone.
No, I didn't scan my phone. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I put in a number so that we have more rewards, but I didn't scan my phone.
The video shows you do it.
I have 15 videos showing you doing it, and then next transaction you cancel the gas. So that makes no sense. I've never seen this happening. Obviously, I'm losing money every time you do that. You want me to show you the video?
Yeah, you can show me the video.
Because I have the videos, I have the reports from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven reported that to me too. They're losing money left and right. Otherwise, I've never brought all these people here just to find out. It'll be easier for us if you can just let me know, and we'll go our way. But tell me what's going on. I mean, if you don't want to make it for longer, you can deny as much as you want.
Yesterday, I didn't do anything as far as I didn't do anything yesterday. Like I said, I cleared out the gas. I cleared out to where, like you said, we go to the thing and clear it out and come back. But other than that, no, I didn't do anything yesterday.
How about the days prior?
I loaded money to cash out one time before I have, but other than that, I have not.
You loaded money to see? I'm just trying.
Like I personally loaded money to cash out.
I don't get it either.
Okay, so
you loaded
what do you mean you loaded money to cash out?
Like if I needed, like being that it's just like me here or whatever, I have once loaded money to my
Did you steal any money from the 7-Eleven?
No.
So if you're loading up the cash in the cash app, did you put the money in the register?
Yes.
Why will you do that? Because I'm short here. My question is, employees don't load up their own cash app.
Correct.
So why are you doing it?
I mean, I did it that time because I needed the money, but other than that, that was it.
So you needed the money, but you didn't put. So you didn't have the money, then you loaded up, but you never informed me, did you?
No.
Okay. And I wish you have told me I would have helped you out. So how much money was that?
It was $200.
Did you take the $200?
I loaded it to the cash app.
So it's like digital currency to the cash app. Instead of taking the money, the actual money, she loaded it to her phone.
That is correct.
Okay.
because she needed it, times on top.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Okay.
But yesterday I did not load any money for Cash App.
What day was that you actually uploaded the?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what day it was.
A month ago, 2 months ago, was I was here last week.
It was probably last month.
Sorry.
I'm pretty. It was probably last month.
Faced with irrefutable evidence, her story started to crumble in the most predictable of ways.
Last month, beginning of the month.
I'm not sure. It probably was the beginning.
So you loaded up because you needed the money. You didn't inform anybody else, and that's it, right?
That's it.
The one time.
Yes.
What video was that from that you showed us?
What day was that? The video.
We went
Can you
back.
pull that video up for me?
What shift was that? Morning or evening? What was that when you lived it?
I'm not sure.
You know, I have always liked you, okay? And I have always, if you have told me, I would have said, okay, fine, no problem. When your paycheck comes, you can give it back to me. I will always help you out, right?
Right.
I got you gifts when I went to this India and just came back. I have gifts for you, for all my staff. So I just want to know, if you really need the money, why will you not tell anybody? I have Alex here, I have myself here. Is it? Let me ask you one more time. Is this the only time you did? Or
Yes, that's the only time.
I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay, that's fine.
This is the only time you
That's,
did it.
yes,
You know?
it is.
Okay.
And how much money was it?
$200. That's what I asked for her.
At this stage, her attempt to minimize her actions would immediately backfire.
This was the thing from yesterday, by the way.
That's you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
There's no customer, by the way. You can zoom out if you want to see.
Okay, there's no customer. So what are you doing there?
That's probably when I added the number.
There's no number.
Yes, when you type in the rewards
There's no
number.
customer.
I know that, but I'm saying when you do the rewards number and you lean over and you hit yes to sign in the number. So
Correct.
you know how we put in the rewards
So,
on the
so you're not ringing up anybody.
right, but I'm activating the number
Why though?
because they tell us not to use our own phone numbers. So through free time or
But
when it's not really.
when the customer comes, that's what you do. This is 1046.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You loaded up a card for 1046 at $300.
So is there any reason why she should be touching that cash register without a customer present?
There's no need.
Like even if you go to the gas and when we clear it out and come back, we refund it and put it
This
in the
is not
bag.
refunding, ma'am.
Right, but at the same time, when I personally, when you're doing the rewards number, you tell us to stop using our phone numbers because they record it.
You're talking two different things.
Ma'am.
I'm talking about, no, so
No, I know.
again, I'm telling you, if you tell us the truth, we'll go our way.
Wait.
I need you to be honest with us, okay? Because if you're not honest, I'm going to pull all the footage and we're going to get detectives involved and you need to be honest. What were you doing in this picture?
The video.
The video. Why are you touching the screen?
I was refunding the gas and loading on Cash App.
I don't feel like you're being honest with me.
I'm being honest. I refunded the gas.
Okay.
After I refunded the gas, I activated a number and I did load a Cash App.
You loaded a Cash App.
Yes.
And that's for you personally.
No.
Why'd you load the Cash App?
For the money.
For you personally?
Yes.
For your okay.
Okay. How long has that been going on for?
Just that time and then the last time, which was a month.
Okay. I need you to be honest.
Okay.
How long has this been going on for?
Just last month and then now.
Okay. So this has been going on since last month?
Yes. But I only done it twice. Well, 3 times.
Okay.
When was the third time?
I'm not sure. It was last month as well.
So 7-Eleven is involved in this.
What's that?
7-Eleven is involved in this. So that's why I'm telling you, please
I understand.
tell us the whole thing and we move
I
on.
understand.
Load up, you have too much weight on your shoulder, just let us know, we'll go from there. So, how many times? An idea.
3.
3 times?
3 times.
How much money?
2, and then the 3.
So
So
700.
700.
And you're missing how much?
$2,250.
No.
You've done more than 15 times.
No.
You want me to show you? Mama, I have cameras. You want me to show you? 300 loaded. It has 300. This is just yesterday.
In the end, what made this case particularly stupid wasn't just the theft itself. It was the fact that Cassandra documented her own crimes more thoroughly than any investigator could have hoped to do. Between the transaction logs, security footage, and her own Cash App records, she had created a perfect record of every single theft. She was charged with felony grand theft, having learned the hard way that stealing from your workplace while on camera is never a smart career move. While that 7-Eleven thief was dumb enough to steal on camera, this next genius thought pretending not to speak English would somehow make the security footage disappear.
So do you know why I'm here?
What?
Do you know why I'm here?
Yes.
And so you are aware of you stealing? They have you on video?
Oh no. Please.
In 2023, Walmart store management's routine inventory check revealed suspicious discrepancies that pointed to employee theft. The loss prevention team's review of security footage exposed a carefully orchestrated scheme, an employee who had perfected the art of deception at the register. The footage captured her methodically stacking items, particularly salmon packages, to avoid individual scanning, leading to cumulative losses of $474. This prompted them to escalate the issue to law enforcement. When they escalated the case to law enforcement, the officers didn't know that this routine theft investigation was about to reveal an employee who thought language barriers could outsmart security cameras.
So we've been investigating an employee. She's working right now. So we're just going to go ahead and prosecute. It's 200. Well, do you have the blueberries yet?
No.
Try to.
$302. So, I mean, there's more, but we're just quit investigating after a while. And then usually we'll sit them down and interview and get statements and stuff, but there's kind of a tough language barrier, so.
She works it? She doesn't speak English?
She does, it's just, I wouldn't be able to sit there and do my interview process that we do for employees that are stealing. There's a language barrier, but she understands enough.
As officers located the suspect in the store, she launched in what would become her greatest miscalculation, attempting to use a language barrier as her defense strategy.
Do you have any form of identification on you? Do you have a driver's license?
No, only passport.
Okay, do you have your passport on you?
My
Okay, well what I'm gonna do is, what's your first, how do you spell your first name?
Allah.
And what's your last name? Can you spell that? Go ahead, write it for me. So do you know why I'm here?
What?
Do you know why I'm here?
Yes.
And so you are aware of you stealing? They have you on video stealing every day?
I know.
So, right. That you're stealing from them? Is there a reason why you're doing that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. So you said y'all want her prosecuted. Do y'all want her CT'd or is that late?
You don't have to ask him because I want to say yes.
Do y'all want her CT'd?
Trespass. So she can't go back.
Alright.
Her commitment to the performance was so thorough that she transformed a standard theft investigation into an impromptu translation session, forcing the officers to resort to using Google Translate.
Well, stand up for me. Alright, I just told her.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just tell her.
You said what?
You just told her she wasn't going to do it.
Citation.
Turn around. Okay. Give me a second, okay? Alright, give me a second. Just stay turned around, okay?
On scene in room 11. He's a white male in his 50s to 60s with a red baseball cap.
I might just go to
Scorpion Sway Branch, Georgia Tag, Tango Golf Quebec 8444 for AG.
Oh no. Please.
I still have a job to do, okay?
Please.
So, come on, let's walk out.
I can telephone my husband.
Okay. We'll get all that sorted out, okay?
Please.
Charlie 114.
But like all carefully crafted performances, the cracks began to show. Her supposed inability to understand English crumbled in a moment of unguarded conversation.
Do you have anything? Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Do you have anything?
No.
She don't speak no English, so. Well, she is talking to me in perfect English right now.
Desperate to salvage her cover, she attempted to revert back to broken English, not realizing she had already revealed her fluency.
I can't.
You want to call your son?
No, son, please.
You don't want to let him know where you're going?
My husband. No, yes.
He speak English?
No.
No?
No, only this. Алло, Саша, меня забирают в тюрьму за то, что я воровала продукты в Walmart.
Когда?
Вот сейчас я стою на ручниках у полицейской машины, меня садят и будет суд.
Ты что гонишь?
Саша, я тебе серьезно сейчас говорю.
А ну давай, я сейчас Walmart подъеду, ну дай. Все, сейчас я подъеду.
Куда ты не успеешь, меня сейчас посадят и увезут. Все. Саша, я тебе серьезно говорю, я сейчас здесь стою, у меня забрали телефон, забирают наручники, и сейчас Ой, я не могу, Саш, все, это просто пиздец. Да, забери, пожалуйста, Богдана и скажи, чтобы Богдан тоже увольнялся, скажи, что просто там, продукты я брала, и, там в начале, и все. Ну, короче, все, Саш. Ну, все, Саш, вот так вот, все, теперь я не знаю, что успокойся, но это ужас, мне стыдно, я дура. Окей. А куда, where is we go? Address.
I will have to I'm not sure what the address is from the top of my head. But once we get down there, you'll be able to write down his phone number, and then we can get the address. Okay?
At this, it became clear that the act of her performance was not going to save her.
Have a seat for him. Well, we just talked about this. Got it. Can you go over there? Yep.
In the end, she was issued a citation and banned from returning to the store.